אנחנו נמצאים במגדל העגול בעזריאלי, קומה 45, המשרדים של ברייטמן, אלמגור זוהר, דלויט העולמית, ואנחנו נמצאים יחד עם בארי זלצברג, שהוא המנכ"ל העולמי של חברת רואי החשבון, בביקור ראשון בישראל, למרות שהוא יהודי, ואנחנו נשאל אותו כמה שאלות לא פשוטות על קפיטליזם ועל המצב הכלכלי, גם באירופה וגם בארצות הברית. So, Barry Salzberg, you are the, recently new CEO of the accounting and consulting firm Deloitte. And you've been there since, over 6 months now, I think. And you're here for the first time. And what we'd like to hear from you is a very basic question. Where is capitalism heading in the birth of capitalism in the United States? Is it going to stay the same as it is now? Is it going to take a different flavor? What's your analysis?
Well, I actually believe that capitalism is here to stay. It's been proven that the conclusion of capitalism, that it has the greatest impact on reducing the inequality in income distribution. And so I think that we're going to find that capitalism is here to stay. So I'm very bullish in that regard. I do think, however, that the real issue is what has caused that income distribution gap. And I believe it's more about the labor market and the skills and the quality of the labor pool.
How about tax? Some people claim that this inequality has risen because of, favorable taxation for the rich over the last couple of decades, Congress being very pro some powerful group. What's the role of the political process here?
Clearly, increasing taxes on those that have higher incomes will in fact reduce that gap just mathematically. The question is whether or not it has unintended consequences on the spending and the redistribution of those individuals' wealth by the way in which they take their after-tax dollars and reinfuse it into the economy. And so there's a balance. There's a balance between increasing rates and applying other mechanisms to drive the inequality balance better.
And do you think the tax will actually go up like Mr. Obama wants them to?
I think that there will likely be an increase in taxes on the higher income individuals. But again, we're in the middle of a presidential campaign, and depending upon which party wins that, it may take a different turn. But my view is that there's likely to be some increase, and hopefully an appropriately balanced increase, so that we don't create an environment that produces those unintended consequences.
Okay, your accountant, they see thousands of American firms. Is this mini recovery for real? Is it actually happens? Do you see that in the reports and even the mood of managers in the United States?
Yeah, I actually think that the mood is reasonably positive right now. The growth in the U.S. is pretty stable, better than what was anticipated. Unemployment is better. The housing market is better. There's a sense of cautious optimism in the U.S. When I speak with a number of different clients around the world, I think there's a consistency of that view. But everyone recognizes there are still issues. And because there are still issues, there's caution and prudence being exercised.
Several American companies in the last even few weeks, both Israeli companies or Israeli-related companies, it seems that they have a lot of cash and that they're willing to spend it. Do you think it's something that will continue?
Yeah, I do. I do think that what we have seen in the U.S. in particular is a buildup of cash by companies for a number of different reasons, one of which is the caution that is needed in the environment in which we're operating. And then when you have that cash, there's many uses to which that cash can be put, one of which would be acquisitions, including companies that are performing well, but their price and the opportunities to acquire them very, very solid.
Okay, but the United States is not the only country in the world. There's
Exactly.
also Europe, there's also China. What do you think the European situation is just right after this last bailout for Greece? Is it going to hold? Do you believe the euro is going to be existing a year from now when you come to visit Israel again?
Our economists believe that the answer to that is yes. It is very clear, however, that the current situation with the deal, the solution for Greece today is not going to be enough, and that at some point soon we're going to need to be dealing with that issue specifically, but broader the implications on the Eurozone as an entirety. And I do believe that there needs to be some greater thought and some greater solutions being put to the table in terms of the Eurozone itself. It isn't over yet, but the leaders recognize that, and with the multiculturalism that exists in Europe, with the governance model that doesn't necessarily exist, there needs to be additional work to really move towards a solution that will take us out of the water.
You are very optimistic for an accountant, as far as I can tell, but it's your first time in Israel. For your name, you're Jewish. How come?
Just the opportunities had not presented itself before, but with the convergence of my children coming here to visit Israel, with Israel being such a strategic part of our business because of the investment in technology and innovation and the oil and gas environment that is now existing here, and the importance and the relationship that I have with Yigal Breitman, the leader of our practice here in Israel, the time was just perfect for me to come, and I'm excited that I'm here.
Well, thank you very much, and do have a nice time in Israel.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks.